This video, I'm going to show you guys how you are going to modify or change or prepare the images that you can use for your screen printing project. So I've got a couple examples here that are open, and I'm just going to kind of run through them with the different scenarios or situations you might run into when you download your images and how you can get them prepared for your t-shirt project. So again, we're looking for those solid black and white images, okay? So if you do a Google search for black and white photos or some sort of silhouettes or something like that, this is probably a picture that you would maybe come across. Again, it's good. It's solid black and white. The problem is the part that's black or the part that's going to print is in the background, and the subject matter that we want to actually print is white. So in a case like this, it's pretty simple to make this one changed and be, the subject matter be black, the part that's going to print, and the background be white, the part that won't print. To do that, you're going to hit Control-I on the keyboard. And when you do that, Control-I is going to flip the colors. So again, the background is white and the subject matter is black. That would be a very good stencil to use for screen printing. The next situation you might come into is trying to take a colored image like this and convert it to being black and white. So the first thing you need to think about is what areas do you want to be white and what areas do you want to be black, okay? So with that, I'm gonna kind of think about this for a second here, and I'm gonna say the C, the yellow part in the C, that's going to be white. I'm going to turn the handles, or the hatchet handles, I'm going to make those black, and then I'm going to make the hatchet heads white also. Okay, so I'm going to convert all of those. I'm going to use the magic wand tool to do that. It's going to quickly, in this case, select those colored areas for me, and I can easily change those to either be 100% white or 100% black. So to get started, I'm going to grab my magic wand tool. I'm going to start by selecting the the yellow part here of the C. So click on that. To add to my selection using the magic wand, I'm going to hold the Shift key on the keyboard and click again. I'm going to click one more time, and finally our last piece. So now that I have all of those pieces selected, I'm going to go up to Edit, Fill, and choose white as my fill color, okay? And I'll click OK, and it's going to fill those areas for me with white. I can hit Control-D as in dog, and that will deselect that yellow or old yellow area, and now I can move on. So now I'm going to grab the red part of the hatchet handles. So I'm going to click again with the magic wand. I'm going to hold Shift and click at the top and click at the top. I can go to Edit, Fill, change this to black, say OK, deselecting those, grab the green, hold Shift and the green again. I'm going to say Edit, Fill, and change these to white and OK. So now I have everything black and white. Now, notice I didn't say solid black, okay? Because the old black or the original black outline here is not 100% black. If you notice the hatchet handles here, I did make 100% black. The outline from the original image was not 100% black, and we can see that now. We could not see that before. So I'm going to take my selection tool again, and I'm going to click on the black area and make sure I select all of the black areas here. And now I'm going to go up to Edit, Fill, and say black, and OK. Now everything is 100% black and 100% white. Okay, this would be a good usable stencil for screen printing. The next one I'm going to show you is converting colored images. So again, you have a colored image. And again, we have to get rid of all of the color information out of this file, and we have to convert it all to 100% white and 100% black. So to do that with a picture, you can go up to Image, Adjustments, and go down to Threshold. By thresholding an image, a colored image like this, it's going to strip out all of that color information. So here it is. Now you can see here, this one isn't really working very well. We lose a lot of the image detail, right? So if we didn't see this image before I converted it, you know, we wouldn't be able to really tell that this is a little kid back here in a busted down sandcastle. Really, we kind of lost the beach. We lost the shoreline. We don't even know that there's an ocean back there. All we can kind of see is that there's a kid here that looks like he's maybe angry, and the words that say, "I hate sandcastles." So again, this image doesn't really work. Now again, this won't work with every image, so you kind of have to play with it. So I'm going to say cancel that and bring that back. And let's try a different one, right? Let's try this photo here. So maybe you want, maybe you're a big Will Ferrell fan, okay? And you want an image with a t-shirt with a bunch of his images on there. So again, let's try this one. Image, adjustments, threshold. Well, there you go. Look at that. So you can totally see that that's Will Ferrell in these, okay? And now maybe moving this threshold slider, again, this is in the middle. If I kind of bring it down a little bit, does that help? Does that kind of clarify it? Or maybe if I bring it up a little bit, does that clarify it? And not really, okay? So I'm going to leave it probably right around the middle, okay? 128 is the default, right in the middle, and I'm going to leave it right around 130, 132, okay? So again, I'm going to say okay, and this could be a converted full color image that got brought to solid black and white, again, to use it as that stencil for our t-shirt, okay? And last one I'm going to show you here is with this Jimmy Fallon image, okay? Again, we have a full color image. I'm going to go up to image, adjustments, and threshold, okay? All right, well, look at that. So it is a pretty good image. You can totally see that that is Jimmy Fallon, okay? The problem I have with this one is you lose sight of where his shoulders are and where his hair is, right? That just blends right in with the background, okay? And again, we don't really want to print the background of this. So let's try and fix this first, and we can eliminate those problems. So I'm going to actually cancel this out and bring it back to the color version. This is what's happening when I go to threshold. Anything, think of the color spectrum like this. 0 is white, 100 is black, okay? 50% is going to be your middle gray tone, all right? So anything that falls from 0 to 50 is going to be turned into white, and anything from 50 to 100 is going to be converted into black. So, excuse me, the purple we have for our background right now, that's in that 50 to 100 range, so that's why the background is turned to solid black. So to help, why don't we eliminate the purple? Let's just make it white. If we make it white, the computer it won't see that, it'll leave it at white, and it's then only going to see Jimmy Fallon. And let's see what happens when we do that. So if I come back and take my magic wand again, and I select the background, okay, I have to fix a little bit here on his face, so let me come in, and that's okay. I'm going to utilize one of my selection tools here. And I'm going to delete or eliminate this part of the selection that it's grabbed. Again, I'm just going to kind of do this quickly here. Okay, so that's taken out of the selection. So now I've got it right around him, okay? And again, like I did with that Blackhawks logo, I'm going to go up to Edit, Fill, and I'm going to fill that background with white. Okay, so there it is. Deselect, there's my background. So now let's try that threshold again. So if I go Image, Adjustments, Threshold, look at that. A really nice black and white silhouette picture of Jimmy Fallon that I can use for a t-shirt project, okay? So let's recap quickly. Everything that we want to print should be in black, okay? The background should be white. If you need to flip it, Control-I is going to do that for you. any type of color logo. You can use the magic wand or any other selection tool to select that specific area, and then go up to edit, fill, and either have that fill being a fill of white or a fill of black. Again, making that 100% either black or white. And you can fill those colored areas in on all kinds of different types of sports team logos, band logos, whatever it is you're looking to do. And then lastly is going to be the images. Again, when you find your image, not all will work, but you can try, okay? So you may have to pick and choose, okay? The first one you pick may not work for you. And again, to make a picture work out, you're gonna go up to Image, Adjustments, Threshold, all right? So that's what you're gonna do here for all of these images to get them ready to go and put together to use them for your solid black and white images for your t-shirt designs.